I want to show you how to set up a map that you've taken a picture of, import it into CalTopo so you can turn it into a geospatial PDF. Once you've made the PDF, you can import that into an app on your phone, and it will be GPS enabled on your phone. This allows you to take specialized maps. Today I'm going to use a mountain bike map that I purchased in my area. And the first thing I did was I took pictures of the map and put it into Picasa. That's a photo album website from Google. And you'll see here I'm at the Picasa screen, and you can see the two maps that I put into an album. And over here on the right where my cursor is, you'll see that the security is only you, or only me in my case, and it says edit. I have to edit that. So that I can at least have it limited so that anyone with a link can get to that album. And then I'm going to open the map that I want. And this is the map that I'm going to make a geospatial PDF out of. And it says here, link to this photo. Right here, there's the link. And I'm going to copy that. And I'll open a new window and paste that in there. So now I have quite a high resolution picture. And I'm going to copy that URL. Now I'm going to open CalTopo. And over here, I'm going to have add a new layer. And what you'll see is a geospatial image. I'm going to click on that, and it'll open up this box down here. And it says image URL. And I'm going to paste that in there. And that's the URL of that image of the map. And you'll see that it goes in there. Now, I've opened CalTopo roughly in the same area as I have of the map. So that way I don't have to scroll around too much. I'll click that off just so that way I can have more screen to work with. And you'll notice right here I can scroll and kind of make that layer more or less transparent. So my next goal is to pick a very definitive place on the picture and put my cursor there. On my Mac, I'm using a two-finger click. If you're using a PC, it's a right click. And it'll say georeference. And I'm going to just mark point 1. Now I'm going to make that completely transparent. And the place that I did that, notice where I put mark point 1, make it a little smaller, was right at this junction of River Road and the West Side Road here on my picture. That's what this road is called. So I'm going to scroll and find that spot. Which is a little hard to find actually on the map. Oddly enough, it kind of shows it as not a very substantial junction. But it's right here. And I'll right click again. And now I'll write mark lat long 1. And what that'll do is it'll line up those two spots. So I've done that once. Now I'll pick a second spot, make sure it exists on the map. And let's pick the spot where you enter into Cathedral Ledge Road here. So I'm going to highlight the map again. And that spot is right there. And this will be point 2. Diminish the map again. And I'll mark lat long 2. So now this should be all pretty well lined up. Now, fortunately, whoever built this mountain bike map did it to scale, and you can see things line up pretty well. The top of Cathedral is a little off, and that Cathedral Trail is a little off. And the further apart these points are, you can see the roads line up pretty good. So I should have a pretty good accurate map. So I'm going to just save that. And what you'll see, open that up again, is I have this geospatial image, and I also have it, so I can click on it, and you'll see it's right here, and I can still scroll it. Okay. And it takes a while to get used to CalTopo, but if you play with it for a while, you'll see that it works quite well. And now my map is overlaid and in pretty good, it's pretty well lined up, and you can see I can still scroll it. So let's see if I can bring it up just a little bit. That's pretty good. Now that I've made it all line up, I'm going to go to print PDF or JPEG. And it brings me to a print screen. Now, if I want it in really good resolution on my phone, what I like to do is put it at a fairly large size. So either 24 by 36 or the 18. And 18 seems to work here because it's roughly the same kind of size as my photograph. I'm just gonna cover it, and it doesn't matter if I go over a little bit. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And so now I've covered the area that I want. To have printed. And I'm going to look over here, format, geospatial PDF. I want to make sure that's in there. And now I'm going to put generate PDF. Now this is, once I click this button, it takes Caltopo a while to create the PDF. So let's see what happens here. And you'll see up here, this is the URL of the PDF. So if you bear with me here, this will take a few minutes. And it's partly because I did it at such a high resolution, but that'll make it on my phone just a much better map. And there it is. So now I have the PDF. And so what I'll do is make sure I note this URL, caltopo.com/p/1f3d. Now in my phone, I have this app, Avenza PDF Maps, and it's free. And so what I did is I got this at the App Store, and on the screen on Avenza PDF, it'll ask you if you want to add a map. So all you have to do in one of the screens is just click on a plus sign that's at the top. It'll ask you if you want to get the map from a URL or from their store. They have a bunch of maps in their store. And so what you can do is just say URL, put the URL of your PDF in there. It'll upload that to your phone. And it actually exists in your phone. You won't need a connection to use it. And all of a sudden, you'll have that map in your phone, GPS enabled, so you can follow those trails and know where you are relative to this map that you bought that's now set up with your GPS in your iPhone. I found this to be really useful with mountain bike maps, hiking maps for certain areas, and I found it useful for cross-country ski maps. And it allowed me to be a little bit more precise and make decisions as to where I want to go in some of these kind of proprietary maps of trails in areas. try to make sure you buy the map. Always support the map maker. Then just either take a picture or get it scanned, put it into Picasa, and then you can use it on your phone. Hope this was useful. Good luck, and thanks for listening.